You got it.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to the Big Festival Comedy Podcast. And I'm Jim McCue, and this is Artie.
Hey, what's
How are
up,
you,
Jim?
Artie?
How you doing, pal?
Man, we are so excited to have you come to the festival this year.
Yeah, well, Boston is it's so funny. People think, I'm from North Jersey, Yankee fan, and I've sold more tickets, more books, more DVDs, anything in the New England area. The people of Boston, especially, have been real nice to me over the years. So I love coming up there, man.
Yeah, people love you. I mean, I see. It's funny. My experience was with Howard Stern. I was living in New York.
Right.
I was a terrestrial radio guy, and I was schlepping around doing comedy. I couldn't afford to switch to Sirius. So I kind of missed you a little bit. The only time I got it was when I was going to a gig and I get it on a rent a car, something like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of people ended up coming over with us, but they were the real hardcore fans who mostly people in cars. They were working on getting the car contracts, and once that happened, a lot of people just got added to their car deals, their leases or whatever.
right.
But so that was we went up in listeners a lot after that. But yeah, a lot of people didn't make it over, but
Yeah.
enough did.
I was the guy in the beater car driving around trying to keep, do I want gas or do I want to listen to Howard Stern?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, a lot of people would have chosen Stern at that time, but
Right?
it was a lot of fun because I did 4 years on regular radio, terrestrial, whatever you want to call it, and 4 years with them on Sirius. So I saw both sides of it. It was crazy.
It's awesome. Listen, congratulations. You really got, what a comeback story. You're doing great.
Yeah,
How you feeling? What's going on?
I feel great. I've had 11 comebacks. That's two more lives than cats. But this one, I got 9 months clean and sober next week, and that is a miracle. I mean, the last time I had 9 months clean, I was 9 months old, I think. It's been a rough road, man. You know, since I'm a teenager, jail, halfway houses, rehabs, probation. Now I'm on this thing called drug court, but I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. My health got amazingly better because I stopped putting poison in my body. Go figure. But
Yeah, I mean, you
I
look
feel
fit.
good.
You
I
look,
feel good.
the picture, you look fit. Have you been working out?
Well, I was always an athlete when I was a kid. I just, a bunch of bad living when I got into comedy slowly started ruining my body. I'm
Right.
52 years old, so it was kind of easy to get back to looking halfway decent because, I mean, I was always an athlete, when I was young. So it was kind of simple to get back to looking human.
I got a friend, Kenny Rogerson, and we were doing comedy, and he
I
just,
love Kenny.
oh,
I
he's the
love Kenny.
Viper's the best.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were
yeah.
down in Atlantic City working, and he just got stopped drinking.
Bro,
And
wow.
we were at the Borgata. He knocks on the door. You want to work out? Sure, we go work out. 2 hours later, he's knocking on my door again. Hey, you want to work out again? I go, hey,
Oh
Kenny,
my God.
you got to find something else to do, man.
It's like another addiction. That's what anybody addicted to stuff does. It's like Coke. God bless Kenny, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, Kenny Rogerson. This goes back to probably the '80s. He's one of the first comics that I had on a VHS cassette. I had a set he did on VHS that I saw somewhere when I was like in my 20s.
Uh,
And the first joke I ever heard Kenny do was he goes, all these cars advertise that they can go from 0 to 60 in 8 seconds. I need a car that can go from 90 to 55 in 1 second. I remember, I remember Kenny Rogerson having that joke. I worked with him once at Dennis Leary's Comics Come Home up in Boston
yeah.
for like 6,000 people. Kenny is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be, he's one of those guys you go, how is he not famous?
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a lot of factors. Man. A lot of it's luck, timing, knowing the right people, all that stuff. Talent is only like maybe 30% of making it in comedy. Just ask, a lot of young kids now.
Right. And now it's all changed since you and I started. It's
Yeah,
this.
well, what we're doing right now, technology. I feel bad for these young kids who, they write a 7-minute set and they like it, and it gets good reviews on social media. And then they write one new joke that gets bad reviews, and they're afraid to write anything else.
Right.
They're afraid to take risks. You gotta fail to get better. I mean, it's instant reviews. It's instant, like with one I mean, social media is changed every game in a big way, but comedy, I think it's hurt it ultimately because people are more into how they promote their act than their act. You know.
Yeah, not only that, but also I think everyone's been talking about this, but the fact that okay, you're back in the club, you're trying out a new bit, and
Right.
somebody's recording you. It's the first time you're trying it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't
No,
know
I
what
know.
that's going to end up being, 3 months from now, and
I'll
you're going to
give
be
you
judged by,
absolutely. I'll give you an
very
example.
politically correct,
Political correctness. The combination of political correctness and technology is hurting comedy. I think every art form. But you touch on something good there. There's a bit that I do in my second special for Comedy Central, Jack and Coke, and I'm proud of it. But if you Google me and that bit, the first thing that pops up is a video some guy took of me doing the bit 2 years before the special came out. And just like you said, it's a grainy video. It's crappy. You could just make out the audio, but you hear the joke, so you know the joke. So if I do it again, it's gonna blow the joke. And that's the first thing you see. That's got more views than the bit on the special. So I'm proud of the one on the special because, like you said, it's refined and ready. And the first thing you see if you Google it is the bad one. It sucks.
yeah, and you got people reading back your comedy like it's a court transcript,
Yeah, I know.
inflecting the voice and going, wow, he really.
Oh, I know. The worst thing you want is someone who's not funny interpreting a joke to someone. Like I used to have a manager who I loved dearly, but he wasn't a comedian, and he would. I remember he would tell me jokes like. He had just seen Mitch Hedberg, and he was telling me, "Oh God, I got a great joke. I just heard Mitch Hedberg tell it." And when he told me it wasn't funny, I go, "How are you ruining a Mitch Hedberg joke?
How's that
It's
possible?
almost hard to do." And I said, "You don't do this with me." He goes, "I repeat your jokes all the time." I go, "Well, that's why I'm not getting work because people are hearing you do my act."
You say, could you use someone else's name when doing
Yeah,
my
right.
please? Do not credit me.
Use a pseudonym. Yeah, no, again the interpretation, and everybody thinks they're funny now. Every kid on YouTube, a guy lights his ass on fire and gets like 1 million hits on YouTube, and then a club in the Midwest books him as a comic and wonders why he sucks because he's not a comedian.
Yeah, I was working down in Miami, and a guy was telling me, "You're wasting your time. You should be booking people. Look at the internet." And he had all these ways to find the people.
Yeah, right.
And I go, "What do you do after the first 5 minutes?" He's like, "I'm counting
Yeah,
money." He goes, "I'm counting money after the first 5 minutes, Jim."
right, well, right, exactly. After the first 5 seconds, people are going. It's too much of the commercial side of it. You got to have some art with it.
Right, right. I feel like you
So
almost have to do something different online than your act.
yeah, and that leaves every comic trying to reinvent themselves, and that's not good either.
I actually think comedy's better on audio than video.
It's funny you say that. The old albums. The first Richard Pryor album I ever bought was "Is It Something I Said," and it's him in San Francisco at a club, and the guy introduces him, and he's coming up, and you hear the graininess of a vinyl record, and you actually hear people's glasses clanking like at the tables, and then Pryor gets up there, and you hear him smoking, you hear him puffing a cigarette, and it's just you paint the picture you paint in your head is way better. Music videos did that. They ruined songs. Like, the songs used to be whatever you had in your imagination. And then, now it was whatever stupid casting director from Burbank thought.
Yeah, he's trying to have them act out their stupid
Yeah,
lyrics.
exactly. Yeah, I don't need to see Rob Halford from Judas Priest. I just want to hear it.
I think the one with Mick Jagger and who was and Rod
Bowie?
Stewart dancing together.
But Bowie too. I think there's one with Jagger and Bowie. I think that's what you're talking
Right,
about.
they're dancing together, and they're like,
Yeah, they dance in the streets. They remade Dance in the Streets.
right.
Yeah.
It's like let's destroy two icons simultaneously.
Keith Richards probably plays that on a loop in his house. Well, Richards is going to outlive Jagger. Watch that. That's going to be the.
Well, yeah, he's the ultimate. There's no stopping him.
Yeah.
And they're the most fertile men on the planet too.
Yeah, well, and Jagger too. Jagger's 77. Jagger is 2 years younger than Bernie Sanders, which
Wow.
is hilarious. And he just had another kid. I mean, do you imagine the chaos? You know the lawyers that get called every time Jagger has a kid. Like 50 lawyers got to get called. They talk to the woman. Okay, if you want a place in Brazil, an apartment in Paris, this is what you get. This is how much you. Like, there's no romance, and there's just a kid there.
I think when his penis pump is activated, a little red light goes on in the lawyer's office. He's doing it again. Send the team.
Jumping Jack Flash. Yeah.
He's semi-erect. Send our team.
I mean, again, put a condom on, for crying out loud.
Wow. Hey, listen, I put some questions up because I didn't know what to ask you. I know comic to comic, I know what to ask you, but I didn't know all the Stern stuff. So I put it on Twitter. What should I ask Artie? And I got a guy, Matt from Pasadena, who has quite a few questions for you. Maybe a few too many. But anyway, he wants to know, what's your favorite memory of the Howard Stern show, and does it involve Gilbert Gottfried?
Well, I got to tell you, one of the funniest things happened when Gilbert would do the news. Me and him would get so out of control. We would actually offend Howard sometimes. For some reason, we got on this kick where we kept doing jokes with the N word. We were doing a redneck voice, like a Ku Klux Klan voice. We kept actually saying the N word, and Howard couldn't take it anymore. So he goes, no more N word, no more N word. And Gilbert and I put our heads down like two kids in school. And Robin was doing the news. So Robin's next story, right after that, was Spike Lee has a new movie out. And as soon as she said the word Spike Lee, you just hear Gilbert go, laughing hysterically because of the bits we were just doing. And Gilbert is so fearless. I love him. That's one of them. So
yeah. Okay. He wants to know about Lisa Lampanelli, who I actually started out with in Connecticut, of all plaplaces, believe it or not.
Yeah. Well,
Lisa, what do you think of Lisa Lampanelli quitting stand-up? Is it the current climate, or has her act run its course? So he's a little rough.
I don't know. I don't know.
How would you answer that? I don't know.
What people do.
I get up every day and wonder if my act's run its course, and there's a percentage of people that would agree with it.
Yeah. Well, we all have those guys, but Lisa has had a lot of success.
Yeah.
It's still, I know it's still not hard for a woman to do the comedy world. There's so many scumbag men in the comedy world. So I give so much respect to anybody who could do the road the way she did. She had a lot of great years, and I think maybe just her life, she wanted to calm down a little bit. She's probably got money. Sure. She got real skinny. I did a couple of roasts with Lisa Lampanelli, and I always had a joke that her credit with her sense of humor she loved. I used to say, I wish I had a dime for every time I get mistaken for Lisa Lampanelli.
Right.
So she got. I wish her the best.
Well, I think I knew her way before success. That's when I know most people. But she was always cool.
You're meeting me after success.
Okay. Here's question 3 for you. Is getting back on Conan a goal of yours? You've had successful appearances, and Conan said he would not have you back until you're well again. And you're on your way to being well. Is that a goal?
I didn't see that. But I was banned from the Conan O'Brien show years ago. When the 2 years he happened to do the Tonight Show because of being high on the show. Right. I didn't know about the recent one, if he said that.
I don't know how recent it is. I have no idea.
That's probably one from a long time ago. I did that show as recently as a couple years ago. I've been doing Conan show for 20 years, and Conan O'Brien has been so nice to me. I love everybody over there, and I'm sure if I went out to LA and I gave him a call, I think he'd put me on. So as soon as I get out to Los Angeles.
He's got a great crew. Brian Kiley is one of the comedy writers. He's from Boston.
Oh, amazing.
He's amazing. And they're just good people. So
as good as it gets. Conan is one of my heroes. I love him.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So listen, I know you got stuff to do, but I just wanted to, I want to thank you for calling in. You're going to be at the Boston Comedy Festival at the Larkham Theater on November 13.
That's right.
Then go to BostonComedyFest.com and get tickets. The tickets are selling, so you got a following here. You ever feel like this? Like I always wonder about this because nobody knows me. So when I mess up, nobody cares. Like people really are connecting to you in a very personal way.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
And
again, that's radio fans, man. That's a testament to the Stern Show, and as a comic, you just want to try to make a connection with people, and I think I have more so because of my flaws than anything else. I mean,
right,
before anything, I'm a screw up, and I always have. And I think people, in a weird way, can relate to that. People are very nice, especially people in Boston, man.
yeah.
I feel like they're my family. It's crazy, so it's a good feeling. Yep.
You
Yeah,
know what, Artie? I think it's because you come across, you're honest. You're like, hey, this is what's happening.
that's for
I'm not
sure.
hiding it. It's not pretty.
Yeah,
It is what it is. I'm doing the best I can.
yeah,
And
as a
everybody, I mean,
comic,
with this country, with the opioid epidemic, and there are thousands and tens of thousands of people struggling with this. You are not alone. You're not the only guy dealing
it's
with this
horrible.
hot
It's horrible.
mess.
Yeah,
And everybody,
the fentanyl situation is
just about
crazy.
has somebody in their family or a cousin, a friend of it, and it cuts across. It's a lawyer. It's not just
Yeah, no, it's everybody. It's everybody. And again, this fentanyl stuff is like synthetic heroin. It's elephant tranquilizer. People are snorting one bag and dying. So it's kind of a good time to get out of the drug game.
yeah, I would think
I
so.
hope I stay out forever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us a little. Before I always ask people to just tell us your social media so they can find you. Although I'm sure they can anyway. But
Again, yeah, if you Google me, you can find me. But I'm at Artie Quitter, one word, ARTIE Quitter.com. Artie Quitter. I think ArtieLange.com, a Japanese porno site, owns that.
okay.
So I had to go, and they're doing very well, by the way. But Artie Quitter, one word, ARTIE Quitter, is how you find me everywhere. And Artie Lange, you'll see my stuff.
And listen, I'm very excited. I get to open for you on November 13th because
That's gonna
at
we're
the
gonna have.
I pulled some strings.
Hey, look, I'm glad, Jim. We're gonna be a good act together. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to get up to Beantown, bro.
Okay. Thanks, Artie. Take care, man. All the best, man.
Thank you, Jim. I'll see you then.
Okay. Bye.
Peace.